I've had clients who spent years in therapy tell me that 1 month of coaching with me or a coaching call with me or a masterclass with me as a binge eating coach was way more impactful. Why does this happen? It's not that therapy is wrong or bad, but number one, learning from somebody who has past lived experience with binge eating is unmatched. You don't have to try to explain binge eating or feel like you're crazy around food. I get you. I remember walking into my therapist's office, and I'm saying this in the most like lovable way. I never felt like I was meant for therapy because I didn't have a lot of trauma growing up. And I knew that for me, like the reason I was binging is because I was restricting myself for so many years. Like I was scared of food. I deprived myself. I was on these constant diets. So I knew that was a huge reason why I was struggling with binge eating. And I remember walking into the therapist's office, like just feeling like I don't belong here before I even walked in. And anyways, I walk into the therapist's office and, it's hard to express that you're struggling with binge eating. It's hard to express that you're feeling controlled by food, that you don't have any control around food. And I remember trying to tell my therapist, what I was going through, like, when I have this strong urge, like, is there anything that I can do? And there was no, I see you. There was no, I totally understand exactly what you're going through. It was like dismissed. Okay, let's go back to your childhood. I'm like, I don't have any crazy things from childhood. Like I spent years dieting. Like, how do I stop seeing food as bad? Or how do I actually allow myself to go to the restaurant without feeling guilty? Or like, how do I actually pay attention to my hunger cues? Like when I'm eating, I don't know, should I have half a cup? Should I have a cup? I don't even know what foods satisfy me. Like, can you point me in the right direction? And there was no, I see you. I did not feel seen. I felt even more crazy around food because I'm like, oh my gosh, if this therapist doesn't understand me, then I must really be freaking broken. But I knew deep down in my soul and my body that I wasn't broken. I just needed tangible tools. And that's what you need. You need tangible tools to stop your binge eating. I never forget this one client that I worked with, and I think she spent like 7 years in therapy. And don't get me wrong, she's like, it was very beneficial. We worked through some, coping mechanisms. I was able to just let things out with my therapist, and that was all good. But I didn't know what to do to stop my binge eating. I needed more tangible tools, and that's why I worked with you, Lorna. And the thing is, you can talk things out in therapy. Like, that's great, right? You can journal your life away. But if you're just spending time talking things out or journaling for 7 years, like, you need to take action. You need specific tools. Right now, you're out of touch with hunger and fullness. You can probably start to feel when you're hungry, but fullness, you're like, I don't know. I just overeat all the time. That's what I can help you with. You're like, I feel this strong urge to binge. I don't know what to do. And maybe your therapist even told you to distract yourself or take a bath. And you're like, yeah, but I still end up binging. And like, that doesn't even get rid of my urges. I'll help you get rid of your urges. I'll help you become less impulsive with food. I'll teach you the most effective brain-based nervous system regulation techniques that will help you to not give in to your urges. You need to take action. This is the missing piece I see with so many people. And it's not just any action, right? Again, you can't be journaling for 7 years or talking things out in therapy for 7 years. That's all great. But what are you doing specifically to not give in to your urges? What are you specifically doing to be more mindful when you're eating? What are you specifically doing to pay more attention to your hunger and fullness cues? You need those tangible tools. So you need somebody to make you feel seen and understood, and that really helps. I've gone through binge eating. This is why clients come to me. This is why literally everyone's joining my programs right now, because everyone's just noticing that like, okay, I need to get support from somebody who's gone through binge eating, and I also need those tangible tools. Something else that I do differently is I give my clients grace and self-compassion. However, I also give my clients tough love. I also tell my clients what they actually need to hear. I'm not going to say, oh, like, it's okay that you're not using the tools. Like, it's okay. Like, yeah, of course, if you just binge, I'm going to say, listen, it's okay. And, I can help you work your mindset around that and remind you like, hey, tomorrow's a brand new day. Like that's important. Grace and self-compassion. But I'm not going to be there to be like, oh, well, it's okay. You can continue struggling. It's like, no, I'm wanting you and you want to be out of binge eating faster than, faster. And so I also give my clients tough love. I also tell my clients exactly what they need to hear. And they're like, yes, more please. I'll never forget. I did this one training with my clients and, I was talking about, do you need to give yourself more grace and self-compassion or do you need to give yourself more tough love? And a lot of my clients are like, tough love, tough love, tough love, tough love. And I'm like, yes, like I'm that coach for you, not in diet culture way. We're not doing that, but it's more like, you got to be showing up for yourself. You got to be taking action. Like, are you actually utilizing the tools? Like, if not, don't beat yourself up. That's where the grace comes in. Like, okay, I recognize maybe I haven't been showing up or I haven't been, I've just been saying, I'm too tired. I'm just going to give into the urge. Or at the end of the day, I feel like I need a reward because I had like a busy day at work. So I'm just going to self-soothe. Like, you got to give yourself tough love. This isn't who you are. Oh, I'm just not going to even bother cooking. I'm just going to have snacks all day, or I'm just going to barely eat because no, what? That's not who you are. That's not who you are. You want to be taking good care of yourself. You want to be showing up powerfully for yourself. You want to conquer binge eating. So you need that tough love. And I tell my clients what they need to hear. A lot of the times if a client will say, for example, let me try to think. Let's say, a client, I was on a coaching call with a client and she said, I had sourdough for breakfast and then I had sourdough for lunch and I kind of felt guilty having it at breakfast and lunch. And I was kind of judging myself for, the fact that I'm wanting it so much. And I quickly reframed that and I said, listen, you want to make peace with sourdough bread? You need to be eating it more often. And she's like, oh, I actually recognize that maybe I was actually doing something good for myself and I shouldn't be judging myself because this is actually part of the healing journey. And I'm like, yes, a shift in perspective can change your entire mind. So I'm going to be the coach that will hold you to the standard that you're meant to be held to. I'm the coach that will, yes, give you grace and self-compassion, make you feel so seen, give you so much hope, inspire you, but also let's freaking go, show up for yourself, take action. You're meant to conquer binge eating. This is so important. You work with me, your entire life will change. You've got higher standards for yourself. You're seeing yourself as the powerful badass that you are. You're taking really good care of yourself. You have boundaries. You've let go of people-pleasing tendencies. You're respecting yourself. You've got boundaries. This is life-changing. You're reminded of that every single day working with me. I'm not your average coach. I'm the binge eating coach that will remind you, you can literally have it all. The confidence, the peace with food, the pleasure, the body, the joy, the fitness goals, the wealth. You can literally have it all. I've created my life in a way where I don't have to say, oh, if I want this, then I have to sacrifice this. No, you guys see me. I take really good care of my body. I prioritize my fitness. I prioritize my health. I also have a really good relationship with food. I also have an incredible marriage. I also have an amazing family life. I also have a very successful business. I'm literally have a global movement around the world. It's so interesting. I actually, I just posted in my badass community group chat, and I asked my clients because there's something exciting coming up that you guys are just going to have to hold your horses for. But I just asked my clients, I said, just take a moment, everyone just drop where you're located. And it was literally everyone across the world. Germany, Boston, England, the UK, Oregon, Montreal, Canada, Colombia, California, Colorado, Memphis, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Italy, Milano, Iowa, Atlanta, Georgia, Northern Virginia, Austria, Oregon, California, St. Louis, Hong Kong, New York. I have clients in Netherlands. I work with clients in New Zealand. Where else? Did I say Netherlands? All over the world. I've literally built a massive global movement And when I say you can have it all, you literally can have it all. The confidence, the body, the marriage, the relationships, the friendships, the joy, the success, the wealth, everything, you can have it all. And when you work with me, it's like you get into this energy of like, yes, I can have it all. Yes, I can do it. Like, watch out, world. Like, I'm becoming unstoppable. Like, literally, like, that's the energy when you work with me. So I just wanted to share this with you because, you know, obviously there's different coaches out there and everyone resonates with different people. This is my vibe. You work with me, I'm going to show you what's possible. You work with me, your entire life changes. You work with me, you have higher standards for yourself. You work with me, you literally step into the most powerful version of yourself. That's who I love working with. You already know that you're a powerful badass. You literally crush it in so many areas of your life. I'm working with a client right now inside of the academy. We do some VIP coaching. She's a powerhouse. Like, she's literally, like, she's incredible. Like, massive amounts of wealth, success, like, every area of her life is like going so well, but she's like this food thing. And that's what I can help you with. That's what I can help you with. So, wanted to share that and just literally give you so much permission to say, if Lorna can be living this life, heck freaking yes, so can I. Literally, it's like, look at this life that Lorna created. I want that. Boom, I'm going to work with her. I'm going to learn her mindset. I'm going to learn how she's gotten to where she is today. You know, yes, I'm going to obviously have those tangible tools like, okay, Lorna, what do I do to stop the urge? Or what can I do to prevent the urge from happening? Or how do I stop nighttime eating? Or how do I heal my body image? All that is going to be, you're going to stop your binge eating when you work with me. Like that's not even a question. Like, hello, that's my expertise. But it's so much more than that. I'm not just your average Joe Blow coach of like, okay, here's what to do when you feel the urge to binge. It's like, your life's going to change. I've had clients tell me that like they've cultivated so much more self-love. I've had clients have greater boundaries with friends, releasing people-pleasing tendencies, knowing their value, knowing their worth, being a better mom. Like, your life changes when you work with me. So anyways, wanted to share that with you guys. I love you. Have a fantastic rest of your day. You guys know that my DMs are always open if you're ready to hit the go button and get support and join one of my programs. Literally, the whole world is joining my programs right now. Like, people from all around the world. Like, it's incredible. It's insane. Like, this is the best time to join my badass community. So I'd love to have you inside. My messages are always open if you're ready to jump into one of my programs or you want to discuss what that would look like. I'm here for you. I got your back. Have a beautiful rest of your day, and we will chat soon.